First of all, congratulations, Mr. Krabs.
Hello, I like money.
What inspired you to build a second Krusty Krab right next door to the original?
Money.
Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm Keith. Today we're gonna be doing another discussion video today. A video that I like to make these videos. Today we're gonna be talking about SpongeBob and who likes SpongeBob. I like it. You may like it. While else be clicking this video. Stupid question to ask, but I don't know if a lot of people know this, but there's two SpongeBob movies. There's one that I think everyone knows from 2004, but there's another one that came out a few years ago, which was SpongeBob Out of Water, that came out in 2015, I believe. Yeah, 2015. And when a lot of people saw this, or when a few people saw this, look, I don't know. If you're a die-hard SpongeBob fan, you may know about the second sequel. If you don't, that's fine. You can watch it if you want, but, well, what I'm talking about is if the SpongeBob Out of Water is a prequel to the original. They may be saying no, because the two movies are different. One was made 2004 and the other was made 2015. Big difference. Everyone says it's a sequel. Well, I don't think that's a sequel. I do not think it's a sequel. And a lot of people already kind of talk about this. They're like, oh yeah, it's not, because there's no second Krusty Krab. Everything in the first movie, they don't say again in the second one. It's like nothing happened. Well, maybe because the reason why they act like nothing happened is because it hasn't happened yet. Because if you noticed, this is where I'm going to go my first point here. If you look at the beginning scenes of each movie, they indicate that it's different. In the original SpongeBob, original opening scene, they show live action, real pirates, going to the movie theater, see SpongeBob. And after that, they show SpongeBob in a dream sequence. Spoiler alert. They show him in a dream sequence, not really explaining anything about the characters, really, because what SpongeBob Out of Water did was they introduced the characters. Burger Beard, who's in the sequel, or prequel, I'm calling it, he basically told us the series of SpongeBob, like who SpongeBob is, who's his best friend, who he works for, what place he works at, why are these Krabby Patties so important. He explains everything about SpongeBob, and basically the TV show in general, which is why it's probably a good way to watch the sequel, SpongeBob Out of Water first. They explain it. In the original, they don't. They just go ahead and go right into the show, into the movie. But if you, the viewer, you have no idea what SpongeBob is, and this is your first time watching the original film, you will have no idea what's happening. You have no idea who these characters are, what the hell this movie is. You have to basically learn while you go along. In the Water, you know what it is. That's why it's one reason why I think this is a prequel. Second reason are the end credits, or the ending scenes, as they may imply. And not the whole, end scenes of every little thing, just little parts of it, where in the original SpongeBob, Plankton, he's going to jail, and that's why a lot of people sort of kind of hate SpongeBob Water, because Plankton's not in jail anymore. And again, if I'm correct, SpongeBob Water is a prequel, because in the SpongeBob Water, Plankton says this.
Hey, I'm just putting things back the way they were.
He basically says that he's going to his old natural ways, which he basically is saying, oh, everything that happened in the movie, let me forget about it. I'm going back to my old evil ways. In the beginning of SpongeBob, the original movie, Plankton says that he's out of ideas.
I've exhausted every evil plan in my filing cabinet, from A to Y.
And he went through A through Y. And Karen's like, oh yeah, what about Plan Z? And he's like, Plan Z? Oh yeah, Plan Z. And he has that last plan, which is Plan Z. What if one of Plankton's plans were part of one of the plans in SpongeBob Out of Water? Because in the beginning scenes of that, Plankton was riding he was in a plane. The whole war scene came out. What if that was one of his plans? What letter was that? Like, what letter? I want to know what letter could that possibly be. I don't know. I don't know what he named that thing, because I don't know, because, like, even when I say, oh, this SpongeBob Out of Water is a prequel, I don't know how much time's in between the two films. I don't know. So you can only imagine how much time went by, because, you know, cartoons don't age, and also in their universe, they stay the same age. So, yeah. I don't know how much time is between each film, but the last point I want to get here, that if you don't know, like, if this is, you're not convinced, furthermore, this is a prequel or not, I may be stretching over the line here, but, if you notice in Swing Water, the main villain of the film is Burger Beard, who is a pirate who wants the Crab Patty formula, and he stole the formula with his magic book that he got from the island, and he basically turned Bikini Bottom into a desolate wasteland, almost destroying it without the Krabby Patty for whatever reason. And at the end of the movie, he was, you know, kicked by the plankton away into the island where he got buried almost completely. And that's the last we saw of him. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because I believe Burger Beard is the one-eyed Cyclops. And you'd be saying, why the hell? How is that possible? That's not true. You're insane. Let me tell you something, because I watched this SpongeBob, the original SpongeBob movie, twice this weekend. And both times, I noticed something very, very weird. And I probably would never notice this until after I saw SpongeBob Out of Water. Is when Dennis, he was like gonna kill or gonna squish SpongeBob and Patrick, but then he gets immediately crushed by a big boot, and the Cyclops captures SpongeBob and Patrick then. But the thing is, the reason why the Cyclops captures SpongeBob and Patrick is because he's putting him into his little shop where he basically kills a fish, and then it basically dries up the fish, then sells them as knickknacks, as he demonstrates with Alexander Clam Bell, you know. But why did he squish Dennis then? Dennis is a fish or an underwater sea life. Why did he squish him? I don't know why he's saying kill. Why did he squish him? That's bothered me, because after I saw something out of water, because that doesn't, because if my theory is true here, shouldn't the Cyclops capture Dennis as well? It shouldn't have captured him with SpongeBob and Patrick, if all at once capture them. You know, it's a quick scene. The reason why in universe explanation is because the Burger Beard in the Cyclops saw what was happening. He wanted to save SpongeBob and Patrick just so he can capture them. And that's why. Because he would have been fine if it wasn't with SpongeBob and the gang. And it's been, again, I don't know the time in between each film, but it must have gotten him time to get out of the sand, and him getting a job at Scuba Guy, then getting the title Cyclops, because he got a crap ton of fish in there that he gets dried up and selling at knickknacks. So he must have done this for a while. That's a pretty long time. So I'm gonna assume 3 years. Let's say 3 years. Let's just say that 3 years. Let's say 3 years has gone by, and he's probably been searching for SpongeBob and Patrick or anyone else. And he may contradict this by saying, "Oh, well, doesn't he know where they are?" Well, yeah, but you can't really. I mean, he sort of has, because you gotta remember, he owns a shop, and if he leaves that shop for too long for his business or whatever, it may go bad. Then he probably needs the money to buy fuel and stuff. Probably because it took SpongeBob and Patrick 6 days to get to that location where he is, and even by a submarine or boat, whatever, it may be too difficult. You know, that's why I think Burger Beard is the Cyclops. Because even then, even after he goes into the into the store, he just puts them in bowls and takes them out and dries them. And he just doesn't care. He doesn't really want them to die. He just sort of goes to the bathroom. And there's no real identification who the Cyclops is, just to make it clear. He doesn't speak. He just sort of moans, groans. You know, so I don't necessarily know if it is him or not. That's what I'm getting at, that it is him, because, again, you know, he should have captured Dennis, but no, he decided to squish him. Because he wanted SpongeBob and Patrick for himself. He didn't want anyone else harming him, because he wants to harm him himself. If you still don't believe that this is a prequel or not, well, just think about my 3 points, and you'll see. The third movie comes out, because there's a third movie coming out sometime in the distant future. I believe 2019 or 2020. But if they say in that film that it is a prequel, then that'd be great. And that means this video is correct. But if they say it's a sequel, then I'm be like, well, screw it. I'm done. I guess their explanation for stuff is not correct. I mean, in the SpongeBob universe in general, nothing's really on a timeline. But I feel like for the movies, it can be, because of all the evidence that I just given out. So, yeah, this is going to be it for this video. If you guys have enjoyed this video, why don't you like, subscribe, and share with all your friends. I'm Keith, and I'll see you later, everyone. Goodbye!
Wait a second, everybody. There's something I need to say first. I just don't know how to put it.
I think I know what it is. After going on your life-changing journey, you now realize you don't want what you thought you wanted. What you really wanted was inside you all along.
Are you crazy? I was just gonna tell you that your fly is down. Manager, this is the